Good evening, faithful viewers. Thank you for honoring another rendezvous on My Media Prime. It's exactly 6:30 p.m. and time for Prime News with me, Audrey Zatsa. After visiting Douala, Bafoussam and Yaoundé, the special team put in place by the head of state to inspect football facilities to host the 2021 African Cup of Nations is in the southwest region today, October 21, 2021. Upon arrival in Boya, the delegation under the stewardship of the Minister of State, Secretary General at the Presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, was received by the Bishop of Boya Diocese, His Lordship Michael Ndimancho Subibi, and some Sawa chiefs. The team then proceeded to Limbe, where they inspected the Limbe Omnisport Stadium and other facilities which will host the various delegations come January 2022. Ferdinand Gongo was accompanied by former Cameroonian and African football legends, national and international journalists, as well as other administrative authorities. Still in the southwest region, women in Limbe 2 subdivision have been encouraged to be proactive and belong to associations in order to benefit from government support and other donor organizations. The call was made by the divisional officer for Limbe 2 subdivision during the celebration of the 2021 edition of the Rural Women's Day. Kuma Honore completes this story.
Our women in Limbe 2 subdivision have been called upon to come together under the banner of an association to benefit from the support of the government and other donor organizations. The call was made by the CEO and founder of the Nzele Mutanga Foundation during the 2001 edition of the Rural Women Day, celebrated on the theme Rural Women and the Girl Child Building Resilience.
They should keep on going, they should keep on working hard to feed family, to feed the nation. And the one of the Limbe City Council is to tell them that they should be rest assured that what the Nzele Mutanga Foundation has initiated and will continue to initiate will definitely have the support of the Limbe City Council. I believe the Nzele Mutanga Foundation is doing well to make sure that the rural woman comes out of poverty and come out of ideas that do not promote the education of the girl child or education of young people as in general.
Addressing rural women drawn from the nooks and crannies of Limbe 2 subdivision, Madam Yvonne Nzele Mutanga called on the women to work hand in glove for unity is strength. On her part, the president of the Mukundange Women Self-Reliant Association called on the women to rally behind the Nzele Mutanga's foundation. It is worth mentioning that the Nzele Mutanga Foundation, though a baby organization, has greatly impacted the lives of many within Limbe municipality and neighboring towns in Fako division. Recently, the foundation donated back-to-school materials and financial assistance to underprivileged children living in and out of Limbe to assist them for the ongoing school year. The foundation has equally organized several workshops to empower women on income-generating activities, as well as providing them with financial assistance to kickstart their own businesses.
Being a woman, she's not only a housewife, she's a wife material, she's a woman career, and why not join with her so that we can empower each other? She's also there to support us in all aspects, financially, morally, educationally. So that's the main reason why we've seen that great potential in her and said, okay, let's join with her and make this whole team grow.
The Mukundange Women Self-Reliance Association crowned Madam Yvonne Nzele Mutanga matron of their group by wearing a ribbon on her shoulder. The event, which took place under the watchful presence of the divisional officer for Limbe 2 subdivision, with guest being the wife of the senior divisional officer of Fako, which took place under the watchful presence of the divisional officer for Limbe 2 subdivision, with guest being the wife of the senior divisional officer of Fako, was interluded with playbacks from artists drawn from across the region who kept the audience craving for more. Other activities included fog of war, spoon and egg race, ballet dance, just to name but these few.
We move to the Central region, where the Minister of Livestock, Fisheries and Animal Industries, Dr. Taiga, and that of Agriculture, Gabriel Mbairobe, presided over the official inauguration ceremony of the Western Farm at Bajok in the Central region of the country. The ceremony took place yesterday, October 22, 2021. Let's now have an excerpt of the director of the center.
Well, at the moment, our annual production of maize is 1,500 tons, which comes in 2 crop seasons, of course. And for the pigs, I can talk about what we will sell this year, 2021, 11,500 porkers, an average 100 kilograms per porker live weight. And then next year, as I mentioned in my welcome address, thanks to the investments that were made in 2020, this production will move from simple to double. That is 21,000 porkers of an average weight of 110 kilos. Yeah. Well, the most important thing for us today, given that we've just come out of an expansion, is to get these porkers to the market. And we've chosen a strategy that makes it possible for us to reach out to the weakest members of our communities, to the poorest. That is why we've decided to lay out a retail network in the city of Yaoundé so that the households can access a kilogram of pork at 2,300. That is the first step. At the moment, we are present in 6 of the 7 districts of the city of Yaoundé. And our plan is to have at least 4 shops in every district of Yaoundé by the end of 2022. So this is our immediate concern. Of course, once we achieve this target, the next step is expand. Because Cameroonians need animal protein, and of good quality, animal protein at reasonable prices.
In the Northwest region, some 26 government primary schools in the Bamenda 2 municipality were happy recipients of didactic materials and some equipment October 20, 2021. The materials were offered by the Bamenda 2 Council in efforts to facilitate school resumption. While handing over the packages to the headmasters, the mayor, Peter Chengwi, appealed on them to make good use of the equipment. Charles Kebwa was present. His report.
The Bamenda 2 Council, Wednesday, October 20, 2021, distributed the minimum package to head teachers of 26 government primary schools in the Bamenda 2 municipality. During the reception exercise, it was disclosed 16 of the 26 government primary schools in the Bamenda 2 Council area are functional. Apart from the minimum package, some head teachers' offices were equipped with photocopiers, printer, wool carpet, a clock, executive chairs, and other chairs, including benches.
This is the first of its kind. The council had never given this up to the extent of office equipment like laptops and water purifier, even chairs, office chairs. I can see them there. So we really need to appreciate the council for doing this. As compared to the past, what they used to give was just writing materials. That is all.
Regretting the package is coming late because of the prevailing insecurity, Mayor Chani Peter of the Bamenda 2 Council appealed the head teachers make use of the quantity allocated to them this year. Said there will be addition to the schools that are functional.
The head of state has given all the means for us to assist the teachers and schools to resume this vision. So there's no need for municipality or any council to stay without going to school. That is why we must make sure that these resources provided to us for the council to assist community. They should receive it genuinely and to use it genuinely.
Appreciating the council's gesture, Bamenda 2 Inspector of Basic Education encouraged the cooperation between head teachers and the council, promised to hand vital statistics to the council solve future distribution problem. In addition, as a difficulties that was expressed to the council executive to improve access to health care, the Bamenda 2 Council provided donated medical equipments, beds, mattresses, chairs, scales, and others to some health facilities for proper health care delivery, donated a standby generator to the Chomba Integrated Health Center, one of the health facilities largely suffering from the general low voltage weakness across the city of Bamenda.
Some teacher trade unions in Cameroon are planning nationwide strikes to protest against a recommendation by the Ministry of Public Service, Joseph Lay, and the Minister of Public Health, Dr. Manauda Malachi, encouraging civil servants to adhere to a vaccination program for an effective fight against COVID-19. The move, the ministry says, is to make the professional environment to be a framework for the professional development and health promotion for all. But the teachers see it as an infringement of their right to choose. Nora Kakebi completes the story.
Teachers are planning a nationwide strike action over COVID-19 vaccination campaign. The threat is contained in an open letter addressed to the President of the Republic, Paul Biya. It is a high point of the teachers' dissatisfaction over the recent decision signed by the Minister of Public Health alongside his peer, Public Service and Administrative Reforms, imposing compulsory COVID-19 vaccination on all civil servants. These ministers, through a press release, informed the general public that from November 5 to November 15, 2021, all the staff who are in the state payroll would receive the COVID-19 vaccine. According to the press release, it is urging state employees and the general population to massively adhere to the vaccination campaign in order to keep the virus at bay. Apart from teachers and lawyers, this decision did not go down well with many Cameroonians. Talking to some people in the economic capital, Douala, here's what they said.
If I'm already sick in my body, I will be the one to run to the hospital for the injection. But if I'm feeling that I'm okay, I can stay back. It's not fair that they have to impose people to go and take the injection. For me, it's not fair because you cannot go and buy the drugs if when you are okay.
À mon avis, je trouve anormal qu'on puisse obliger.
In my opinion, it is not right that government officials should oblige citizens to take the COVID-19 vaccine. Why don't they impose other vaccines, such as malaria and tuberculosis? We have diseases which kill faster than COVID-19. Why is the focus only on COVID-19? Why is the focus only on COVID-19 vaccine? The world has become so digitalized that people are so informed and that they know what is good for them. Many people receive information about the vaccine and its side effects. So I really don't appreciate the fact that the government is trying to oblige citizens to take it.
Cameroon is currently witnessing a third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. In recent weeks, figures of infections and deaths have reportedly continued to surge.
On our feature page, Cameroonians have constantly been in a silent war with technicians due to untimely delivery of their commands. Most of these technicians collect customers' orders and fail to deliver them on the time agreed upon. Joy Ngong spoke with some clients and technicians and brought back the following report.
From time immemorial, technicians have proven to be indispensable in our day-to-day activities. However, on a scale of 10, at least one person confessed to have been disappointed in one way or the other by these technicians, be it radio repairers, fridges, televisions, carpenters, or even tailors, who do not keep to appointments and sometimes tamper with equipment.
So I think it's a syndrome that it's like a virus found in every technician's bloodstream in Cameroon, and it has brought me to the conclusion that it's an African thing. Personally, I've had so many instances where I've been disappointed greatly by technicians. Either I give a gadget for repairs and he renders it unrepairable. I've had such instances, laptops, and you name a few.
I gave my furniture to a carpenter. The day he asked me to come and collect it, he did not deliver it on time. He delivered the furniture 6 months after the command. What he did was not even what I asked him to do. I already have a bad image of all carpenters. Not just one. Many technicians especially tell us,
tu déposes le tissu, elle te dit viens dans une semaine. Quand tu viens dans une semaine, ce n'est pas.
You give them your fabric and in 1 week it's not yet completed. You have to go there over and over and shout at the end of the day, the work you gave is not even done. But you just take as you need to dress up well in front of people.
Most customers who have been victims of such instances blame it on the dishonesty of the technicians, and the only way out is to play the game.
When you need a service, it is preferable to place your order but not give money at the beginning so that you don't put yourself under pressure.
Or you give days before, because when they are under pressure, the work is not done well and the technicians will do it as they like. So don't give money and don't put them under pressure.
Personally, I've devised a new method. Now, if I have to use a dress, say on Sunday, I will tell the tailor that I'm using it on, say, Thursday, because I know that he's not going to be ready. So when I get there on Thursday, whatever he has done, I could take Friday, Saturday, make it up. So the real D day, which is Sunday, the dress will be ready. I think if Cameroonians take it that way, I see some people dragging technicians to court, to the police station. I don't think that is the solution, because going to the police station, going to court, you're always going to waste your time and resources that you would have used for something more important.
Notwithstanding, technicians on their part have their own story to tell.
When a client is coming, he doesn't expect to see another client at the garage. In his head, he is alone and must be attended to. He forgets that there were other clients before him who are equally waiting for our services. But the client does not want to wait, and that's the problem.
This feud between customers on the one hand and technicians on the other hand has been existing for decades. With the end of year festive period fast approaching, Cameroonians are of the opinion that both parties should get into an agreement to save themselves from trouble.
Now onto this architectural jewel in the heart of Yaoundé, central region of the country. It is a gigantic building under construction that attracts the attention of the Yaoundé population. The story building has been under construction for a period of 4 years, and this architectural gem happens to be one of the greatest curiosities around the commercial street of Yaoundé, otherwise known as Avenue Kennedy. The building has equally caught the attention of the Ministry of Tourism, who now regards it as one of the major touristic attractions in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Cameroon has received a consignment of COVID-19 equipment worth some 179 million francs CFA from the European Union as a solidarity support in its fight against the pandemic. The head of the European mission in Cameroon, Philippe Van Damme, handed over the equipment to Cameroon's Minister of Public Health, Dr. Manauda Malachi. Eileen Sama has the details.
The equipment, which are destined for the center, west and east regions of Cameroon, included 924,000 surgical masks worth over some 165 million offered by Germany, and 50,000 surgical masks, 50 oxygen concentrators, 3 ventilators with accessories, 3 monitors with accessories, 3,120 visors, and 3,040 protective glasses offered by the European Union. Taking part at the handing over ceremony of the COVID-19 equipment was the country representative of the World Health Organization, Fanuel Habimana, who equally noted the donation of 40 adult laryngoscopes, 45 pediatric laryngoscopes, as well as 3 semi-automatic defibrillators. Handing over the items, Philippe Van Damme laid emphasis on the need for all to remain alert in the face of the health crisis. Similarly, the German ambassador to Cameroon, Corinne Friedke, concurred that the gesture is a sign of global solidarity against the pandemic. The health boss, Dr. Manawoda Malachi, while receiving the medical equipment, expressed gratitude to the donors, while pointing out that they arrived at a time when the country is facing a surge in new infections, adding that, considering that health personnel have just properly been trained in managing severe cases, the donation of the medical equipment will go a long way in the fight against COVID-19 in Cameroon. Dr. Manawoda Malachi, while reiterating the call for vaccination as a major weapon in combating the pandemic at the ceremony, reminded the general public of the launch of the third phase of the intensive nationwide exercise at the end of October 2021.
We have come to the end of today's edition, coordinated by Lasha Kingsley at the production, Ewane, Eli, Nolinga. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Stay glued for more programs on My Media Prime Television. Bye.